Good evening, good evening, good evening, all my canna heads, Mississippians, fellow cannabis connoisseurs, everything across the board, man. Welcome back. Winter has set in Mississippi. I've been away for a few days. Shout out to all my North Mississippi people who are affiliated with or who rep Russ College. Was busy with caterings. Like I said, I'm in the culinary world. I'm a chef. Was busy with caterings and stuff like that this past 5, 6, 7 days. Didn't get to upload as frequently as I usually do, as much as I like. But hey, business comes first, man. But now I'm back, full swing, bringing you guys the heat. So glad to be back here with you. A couple few new subscribers in the past few days, man. Content been picking up, views been picking up. So I really appreciate you guys really supporting the movement, man, supporting the page, man. That's what we're doing. Uh, but yeah, check this out, man. So we're here. Today I've been gone, so I'm trying to jump straight back into the action, man. You guys already know the routine, man. Camo hat, country boy, Mississippi shit. Like, subscribe, comment, all those things. This is what I'm interested in. So I've been trying to network a little bit more, get a little bit more on the forums, stuff that they have out here, just be a more part of the cannabis community in Mississippi as it grows, right? And like I told you guys before, I've been trying to get in contact with the growers, really see who's doing what, who has the fire, all those type of things. Um, and I actually ran across a Facebook group that's some growers in. They're showing off their stuff, whatnot. Let me just start this from disclaimers. Hey, at Mississippi Canna TV, man, we're not here to hate on anybody, to pick sides, to have favorites, to show favoritism. This is all about the people, man. It's all about those folks who have been connoisseurs, who have been shamed, ridiculed in the dark, couldn't really be themselves, not really accepted because they enjoying the flower. It's all about those people, man. It's not necessarily about the folks who, oh, I want to get rich. I can sell weed now. Let me get in the weed game. Because anybody who knows that shit is a little bit different than that. But I'm just saying all that to double back around to my original reason why I'm doing this video. I've been looking at a lot of the pictures that these growers are posting, man, and I hate to say this, but man, I'm seeing a lot of shit that doesn't look like anywhere close to top tier. And the crazy thing about it is you look at some of the comments, these guys are, oh, we're crushing it. We finally got it dialed in. Look, I'm not the guy here to be hating. And I'm definitely not a rookie in this whole space. You know, can't really talk too much about, what's been going on, but man, I'm not the guy that's just talking from the sidelines who's never gotten the game. But I will say, man, there is some concern, particularly when we talk about the prices. Last week, the last video I dropped was kind of centered around prices. What we've been hearing, some folks have been hearing nine. I'm hearing some processors talking about cultivators talking about they want to get $9 a gram, from the dispensary. Like I said, they want to get 3 and 4 thousand pounds for a unit. $3 and 4 thousand for a unit. And just anybody just know what's going on. Anybody who really knows what's up, just know about, them numbers ain't been around in years. And particularly when you come with some shit that just looks like low quality. So the 3, 4, 5 grows I've seen, and actually flower I've seen, kind of disappointing, man. But it's not surprising because that was the whole big question, really, for a lot of people already in the space. So a lot of people who kind of know how this whole process is going to go when a state goes on board. See, in California, West Coast, you have legacy growers, people whose parents, you got folks out there who started 4 or 5 years old running around greenhouses as kids. So the genetics, growing techniques, SOPs, all those things are they have all those things really dialed in, not this shit we're seeing on Facebook down here. So, you have to understand that when a market like Mississippi comes online to go to market, they don't have that network of that. So there's probably a lot of tomato farmers, okra growers, cucumber growers and shit out here that think just because they've been told, feed it like a tomato plant, that they're actually going to be able to grow top tier cannabis. And if you're going into a dispo and the dispo wants $40, $50 for a 3.5, and the shit is looking like some of the shit I saw, you'd be better off on the black market. Let's just keep it 100. That's what Mississippi Cannon TVs be about. This is not to come here and sugarcoat anybody, pander to anything. If it's not that, it just ain't that. So that's my concern. So I was really thinking about it, like how many folks, how many cultivators in this Mississippi space really know what the fire is? So I was having a really good conversation with one of my grow buddies, who's licensed. I mean, he's in the game. Like I said, this ain't pickup truck talk. We just ain't at the gas station standing around a pickup talking shit about what we don't know. And I was just talking to one of my buddies, and it's just like, who really in this Mississippi market has been doing this shit on a level that you can get paid for? You know, is a guy who never did this before in his life, kind of been afraid of the industry, steps in now with no knowledge and wants to sell $4,000 units. What do we really think about that in the culture? If it's the fire, like I would say, just from what I know, exclusively for 4,000 for a unit right now, it's got to be some shit to burn to put his hands on. Like for real, that's what it's got to be. Like it can't be any of this boofed out shit that I'm seeing online. And no disrespect to those guys, but you just got to understand, you're asking people in one of the poorest or economically restricted states in the country to be excited about paying for your product when you're already, when it goes to the dispensary doors at $10 a gram. So really, you're going to be selling shit to people that's $20 a gram. If it ain't, you can go to Oklahoma, you can go to so many states and really see this stuff. And like I said, just in comparison, and I get it, there's different stages of growth. From my experience, knowing where those plants were in the stage of the growth, where they at, doesn't look too great. So that's just my opinion. That's what we're here to do, man. It's just not my opinion, but it's some facts involved in that. So I told myself in the next couple of weeks, what we're gonna do here in Mississippi Cannon TV, we're taking a road trip. We're taking a road trip, and we're gonna go to a recreational state, purchase flower, come on the channel, show you guys flower, smoke that flower, give you a look at what my reviews are gonna be like. That's going to be the first strain review here on Mississippi Cannon TV. It's not going to be a Mississippi strain. It's going to be actually going, because you got to think, man, once you come online at the state, moving forward from now on, as you come online with the state, you're thinking about federal legalization already. There ain't finna be no generational wealth and people changing their lives if you're just growing bullshit and you haven't really invested into the game like that. Nobody's going to be buying that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the road. We're going to go check out some dispos, and we're going to show you guys from my opinion. And hopefully, wherever we go, we'll talk to some folks, man, and just get some insight, man. This is what the flowers should, this is what the people deserve. This is what the Mississippi people deserve, man. Not, not some super expensive starter kit ass weed because you're just learning or figuring it out. Like, you're supposed to be doing that years ago, That's just how I look at that, you know what I'm saying? So, want to get tapped back in with you guys. Had a heavy conversation with my buddy about this tonight, man. We were looking at some of these pictures, kind of warning what the quality is going to be like. So I had to come on here and get back in the habit of dropping you guys heat. Going to be a lot of improvements happening to the channel over the next couple days, next couple weeks. Stay with me, man. Watch us grow. And like I said, stay tuned. This road trip we taking is going to be on point. We're going to go see where the gas at. There's no hate, no disrespect to anybody, but it's just a show. And even folks watching this, there might be a lot of people, in the state who haven't been to a recreational state, haven't really traveled and know what it's like to go in a dispensary. We're going to bring that to you here at Mississippi Cannon TV. We're going to show you what this is supposed to look like, man. Mississippi shouldn't get food, with subpar everything just because, you're dealing with folks who are not exposed to that. So I appreciate you guys locking in with me, man. I'm back to my regular scheduled program. Be checking us out for the heat. Keep showing us support in the comment section. I really thank all you guys for subscribing. And we're about to go up, man. Details on the Mississippi Cannon TV road trip coming up soon, man. Peace.